live, hit Zoom. It's an acronym for Health, Income, and Time. And my name is Kammy, those of you who don't know me. And I'm so excited for you to join us tonight. So again, just to let you guys know, those of you just joining us, on the bottom left corner of your screen, you can see this little microphone. Go ahead and yourself before we start, because we have a wonderful guest as well as myself who will share stories about how our lives have changed to our own health, income, and time freedom since Juice Plus. And just to let you know, our guest is Roe tonight.
I can't hear it on your computer.
Go ahead and click mute, guys. Those of you who are not speaking. I'm still hearing some chatter. But anyways, we have Roe on tonight, which is a wonderful surprise. Our original guest, Lindsay, had some family obligations, so she couldn't make it. But we're hoping to reschedule and have her on soon. But I want you to sit and think as you listen tonight. There are a few great questions to keep in mind and ask yourself. Are you happy with your health today? Is your health holding you back from what you truly desire in life? Do you wish you had more time, more financial freedom? If you could do anything with your time, what would that be? Are you tired of trading dollars for hours or hours for dollars? If your life in 5 years was exactly as it is now in terms of your own health, income, and time, would you be okay with that? Tonight's call is about one simple change, and this is the first of our Healthy Living Revolution events we will continue to have throughout the year to kick off staying healthy during the holidays and past the new year. How can women improve their health with just making one simple change every day? Now, a long while ago, I was a college athlete, and I tried to eat healthy, but let's face it, at 18, 20 years old, you're not taking care of yourself. Late nights, eating pizza at 1 a.m. Gosh, I wish I knew about one simple change back then. I was always injured, always in the training room, or I was sick, getting that death flu, we would call it, and just being in bed for weeks. I ended up with surgery on my ankle and had a lot of trouble healing. It took me 6 months. I was in a walking cast, multiple antibiotics, which caused lots of different issues. So my body, and now I realize my body had absolutely nothing to fight with. So go ahead and fast forward to 10 years or so later. I was in the midst of my career, which was super stressful, long hours. I was trying to start a family of my own at that time, and my body was not keeping a pregnancy to term. We were eating like kids on the weekends when my stepson was here, and I just wasn't eating the healthy fruits and vegetables, the variety that I should have. When someone shared Juice Plus with me, I quickly realized that this technology made it so easy for me to be able to get the nutrition I needed consistently. I was trying to eat that array of different fruits and veggies, but getting it in your body throughout the year with different seasons is impossible, almost impossible. So I'd flood my body with over-the-counter vitamins, but didn't realize my body wasn't really absorbing them. I soon realized I was not getting sick as often after taking Juice Plus, and I was making better choices eating-wise and had much more energy. I also was able to have 3 healthy babies in the span of 4 years with no medical intervention or drugs, after doctors weren't sure I could have babies. I'm so grateful I was introduced to this nutritional breakthrough before those babies. I constantly wonder, what if? And after I started seeing those results, I introduced the products to my family, and wow, they were life-changing. My husband has been able to lower his blood pressure, and I'll show you guys a little picture here. Here's my family. And my husband, he's now completely off medications. My oldest, he had a severe allergy and asthma, and it's a lot better now. He's not taking any medications anymore. And my daughter's eczema has improved quite a bit, and the list goes on and on. Also, they used to be really picky eaters, and now they're definitely more apt to try new things. They'll eat salads. Their bodies crave those fruits and veggies, those raw fruits and veggies. Also, my dad's pre-diabetes has gone away since starting Juice Plus and drinking the complete shakes, and he's at a healthier weight. So the program is just so simple. Even our teenager can handle swallowing these magic pills. Now, as a group fitness instructor and athlete, we all understand we want to physically and mentally perform at our best, but it can be overwhelming. Where do I start? We all know we need to eat better and need to watch our weight, but if it was that easy, everybody would be, super healthy. And what's great about this is one simple change at a time. It's people try to do too much and they get overwhelmed. And let's face it, when we want to make a change in our society, we go all in. And when we fall off the wagon, we fall. One day of missing the gym turns into a month. I've seen it in my classes. Or one day of eating fast food just goes south and continues to be a habit. If we eat a candy bar every day and drink a soda, our body's going to crave a candy bar and a soda every day. Remember that Seinfeld when she was eating cake every afternoon and then just found herself craving that sugar and went and stole her boss's cake? I don't know. But anyways, we're constantly setting ourselves up for failure, like no carbs since 2012, no sugar. But this program is so doable. And one of my friends was concerned. She's like, do I have to replace a meal with a shake? And no, you don't have to. You could have the shake in place of a snack. And it'll start easing those cravings you have. And after a while, you'll just be turned off to that stuff, the unhealthy, salty, or sugary stuff. That's exactly what happened to my dad. He didn't skip meals. He just had a shake at night instead of eating, candy. And he started seeing results right away. You'll start drinking more water. You'll sleep better. You'll have better habits. You'll look good, feel good, and be healthier at the same time just by adding Juice Plus. Now, we'll be bridging what we should be getting, than what we are getting. And if you can chew or swallow, you can take Juice Plus. It's the most scientifically studied product on the planet. And as I said before, you don't have to turn your life upside down. So, and going into a little bit more about nutrition for athletes and everybody, we know about macronutrition, the fats, the proteins, and the carbs, but we don't know about micronutrition. Most people aren't familiar with that, and people get those confused. Micronutrition is fruits and veggies. So macronutrition is the fuel that the car needs to run, like the gas. And micronutrition is the oil that continues to make that engine run properly. You can't just have gas or the engine will break down eventually. Our bodies are the same thing. If you don't put in those micronutrients, your body will break down. So a huge amount of protein oxidation happens from exercise. It provides micronutrition to heal the body to perform well. It protects your performance. I'm constantly getting, Kammy, how do you do it with your schedule? How do you keep up with your kids and teach so many group fitness classes? I'll tell you this, with my schedule teaching 3, sometimes 4 group fitness classes in a day, there's no way I'd be able to do it without Juice Plus. No way. I ran out last year at one point and I got sick immediately trying to keep up with my schedule. And I teach 15 classes a week, run circles around my kids. I also am constantly getting asked if I'm in my 20s, which I'm not. So let me go further detail about micronutrients and Juice Plus. So imagine growing all your own produce in your backyard with no chemicals. You go out back, you pick 30 vine-ripened, pick at the peak of perfection fruits, veggies, and berries like papaya, beet, dates, parsley, kale, cabbage, pomegranate, artichoke, elderberry, and blackcurrant, to name a few. And who eats that rainbow every day? Grind them all up in your blender, seeds, pits, skins, the whole thing, and dry them at a very low temperature to protect the nutrients. And pour all of that powdered produce into capsules or chewables. And that's Juice Plus. It's private farmers, grown chemical-free, non-GMO, no artificial flavors or preservatives or colors, no fillers, higher standards than USDA, dairy-free, most researched nutraceutical in the world. 30 plus clinical studies. It's published in major medical journals proving that it is bioavailable, reduces oxidative stress and free radicals, reduces inflammation, balances the immune system, repairs DNA damage, improves cardiovascular health, as well as improves hair, skin, and nails. It's NSF certified, better than organic. It's not a cure for anything, remember, but it does help everyone and anyone consistently bridge that gap in the nutrients we need to repair and recover. We have a very simple product line because we want to focus on those and be the best. Capsules and chewables are the flagship product, but we also have the complete shakes, which I mentioned before, complete bars, and an aeroponic growing system called the Tower Garden so you can grow your own. Now, I'm so excited to introduce our I was going to say first guest, but our only guest, Roe. She's one of my great friends, and I'm so excited to be here. Story. Why did you choose Juice Plus, and what has it done for your family?
What has it done for my family? What has it done for me? Well, I don't want to get too personal, but let me ask. Has anyone ever had their significant other leave them? Can you imagine that my husband said to me, my former husband, "You're too sick to be married to." I want a divorce. It was painful, and I didn't know what was worse, me going through my health challenges or the divorce. We divorced in 1989. Let me tell you about myself. I'm formerly an elementary teacher and a college professor, but I resigned teaching probably 22 years ago to join the Juice Plus company to inspire healthy living around the world. Now you might say, why would you resign and leave your pension, your tenure behind when I had no marketing experiences whatsoever? Well, my story started, Kammy, in a hospital bed where the doctors were trying to frantically figure out how to remove the water in my legs because my kidneys were failing secondary to the systemic lupus that I was diagnosed with when I was 22. But they couldn't lie me down because I had pleurisy in my chest, which was excruciating. I suffered with arthritis, liver involvement, bowel problems, and I was always tired and lethargic. And I took tons of medicines and vitamins to no avail. Adding the Juice Plus products made a tremendous difference in my health. It not only lowered the inflammation, which is at the core of all disease, but it contributed to a healthier immune system for me. It improved my hair, my skin, my energy, and so many other health benefits. I actually started to crave more fruits and vegetables. It also acted as a catalyst, and I started to make other lifestyle changes. Today I can sit before you and God and say, I've been symptom-free with energy for 20 plus years. And I might add that I married my divorce attorney. I have two healthy young men, Tyler, 22, and Dustin, 18. And imagine that after being told by medical doctors that I would never conceive. I, at the age of 37 and then 41, had those babies. Now, I know you're probably trying to do the numbers. Yes, I'm almost 60 years old and I could be their grandmother, but I feel so good. And I'm not saying that I look so wonderful, but the fact of the matter is that I had the energy to raise those boys and I was healthy enough to do so. So you can imagine my passion in wanting to pay it forward and share it with others. Now, you may be wondering what happened to me as far as my business. Well, I touched many lives, people with lupus, low energy people, people that wanted to stay on the side of prevention, pregnant ladies, seniors. There's really no one that cannot benefit from Juice Plus. And I realized to reach more people that I would have to build a team. And so I started to share it with my friends, my family, my neighbors, people from church, Facebook buddies. Some of them are even here on tonight. But as far as my income is concerned, let's just say they're a generous company has allowed me to make more money than I made teaching full-time elementary school and college, and I do this part-time. The corporate package that they give us is comparable to many CEOs, way more than I ever got, as an elementary school teacher or college professor. In closing, I was attracted to this business because of the simplicity and flexibility. I was always able to go on all my children's class trips and attend all their athletic events. And that meant a lot to me because I really believe there's no greater freedom to be able to do the things that you love with the ones that you love. And that's what this business has offered me. So back to you, Kammy, unless you have any other questions.
That was amazing. I'm so grateful that you were introduced to it, and that you've been able to live such a great life the last 22 years?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Since 1994. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. That story, every time because me and Roe work together and I've heard it, and every time it gives me chills. I'm so grateful. And And yes, we'll talk about the business. Roe mentioned it a little bit, and I know we only have a few more minutes, so I'm just going to quickly share with you guys. I first signed up to join the business after 5 years of using the product, and after I saw the results. After I had my third baby, I felt like I was telling friends about it anyways. But then I really saw myself over time just sharing it to everybody just naturally. And over the past few years, I've grown a nice business. And even on months that I don't have much time to put into it, I'm still getting a paycheck. And you see, I've been a stay-at-home mom for 7 years now, since my first was born. And like many, I've been struggling to find that balance. I wanted to stay at home with him, but I was a very successful career woman. And prior to having him, and I felt isolated. And being stay-at-home mom can be lonely. Through the years, I tried contracting work. I was an accountant before, and I worked part-time, etc. But I never felt like I could put 100% effort in both, being a mom or an employee. So I became a group fitness instructor, and although it's fun and part-time, I still have to be at a certain place at a certain time. I've realized no matter what gigs I've tried to find that balance, Juice Plus has always been there for me. For 8 years now, the product and then the business, and also the community and the friends I've made, lifetime friends. And it's only $50. You can work anywhere. It's 100% online, no boss. You can choose who you work with. How many jobs do you have that? As I said before, awesome friends, also awesome community. Everybody's passionate. Everybody's out to help each other. These Zoom calls, we're not on the same team. We just are all friends, and we want to help others. We have the opportunity to receive full benefits: health, vision, dental, chiropractic, long-term care, tuition reimbursement, bonuses, monthly businesses. And you're asking, what's a Juice Plus company? Well, we're mission-driven, inspiring healthy living and giving around the world. 45 years in the health and safety industry. We've had the same CEO since day one, Jay Martin. Juice Plus has been around for 23 years. We're completely debt-free, and we're known as a company with a heart. Largest supporter of St. Jude's, and we built the Target House, which is a home for families. And while their children are getting treatment at St. Jude's, they can stay there for up to 3 years. Our goal is to donate 10 million meals of Juice Plus Complete through Volunteers of America. We're donating a Tower Garden to every Boys and Girls Club across the country. And there's also an amazing children health study. And any child 4 and over can get their product for free with a sponsoring adult. Our mission is to build a stable and lasting company that will help as many people as possible realize their dreams. Now, what after this Zoom call has ended? Well, you can choose to do nothing, and tomorrow will be the same as yesterday, and that's totally fine. You can choose to try our products, and we'll do a happy dance for you. Me and Ro both will do one. We would be so excited for you to start experiencing the benefits. And maybe you heard something tonight about the business. Maybe it's part of our community. Maybe you could use a little extra income. Or maybe you just want to be part of our mission to inspire healthy living around the world. No matter what you choose, we're going to be happy, and we're going to thank you for tuning in. And just make sure you get with the person who invited you and see what the next best step is for you. Also want to let you guys know, Thursday night we have a business opportunity Zoom call, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. And of course, next Sunday, we'll have our HIT Zoom, 7:30, same time. And it'll be the Shred 10 program, and the following week, Transform 30. So we also have many live events around the country led by our health professionals, and I'm sure we could find one near you if you're interested. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. And yeah, get with the person who invited you, and have a great night.